Hey, this is Joseph with Zelly Beans. This is the first time for me doing a live stream on YouTube. And I figured I'd do this. But let me, while I'm doing this, go ahead and share this link with as many people as possible. All right, how do I do this? Filter, channel. All right. I cannot find it. Oh well. Okay. Do I need to? Oh, I know what I can do. Is this here? Ah, there it is. All right. Live on YouTube. And oh, do I have a viewer? Hello, comment over here, ask questions. Comments. All right, let's do cancel. Let's do actual photo. Live on YouTube. I don't know how to get the link in there. Anyways, this is fine. So I'm so excited. This box right here. It's the Fellow Ode Grinder. I backed this on Kickstarter. Fellow makes a lot of great coffee products. They make, actually, I have their, where is it at? I have their Stag Brewer, which I like a lot. They make great pour over, which is a pour over. They also make amazing kettles, electric kettles and stovetop kettles. Make excellent ones of those. They have the interesting Carter mugs. Here's the box. The Ode Grinder. It's hefty. It's pretty heavy. So I got this. I backed it on Kickstarter way back when they did the open up the Kickstarter. I was following them already. I already liked their stuff, and when I saw that they were doing this, I immediately wanted to back it because I needed a new grinder for home anyways. I have a simple Cuisinart, really like kind of inexpensive grinder, and it's really loud, and it's really not the best thing. Can you hear me? Is this volume working? I think so. All right. If not, and then I'll just have to redo this all later. If there is somebody watching, check it out. Let me know. Simple. You see on the back gives simple instructions, all the details about it. I'll put a link later about everything about it. Bean capacity, 80 grams. I'm sure they're going to come out with more colors. They usually do, but they always, I think they always start off with the matte black. So very beautiful packaging. The packaging is only one part of it. Oh, wow. Look at this. Actually, that's really, so they show kind of like the lineup. So they have, this is their containers, which are, they vacuum sealed, the old grinder, the kettle, the brewer, and their cups. So the idea is from storage to grinding to the water to every aspect for the brewing part of it, they've taken care of. This was a big part of their whole thing. It's not just a conspiracy, it's good coffee. When they were promoting it, they were doing sneak peeks with this conspiracy theory stuff. It was really fun. So little card, little thing holding this. So quick start brewing guide, safety and maintenance. I'm the type of guy that just kind of opens stuff up and just starts using it. I'm not really. So you know what I love about this is it's not styrofoam. I love that. This is like that packed paper board, cardboard. So I think this is more sustainable and recyclable, if I believe. I love that. I can't stand. All right, we got a little brush. All right, this is, I'm gonna bring this down. You don't care to see my face, you want to see this. Here's the actual grinding unit. It's heavy. Guys, this is heavy. This is something that you're not going to take traveling with this. This is not going to go with you on a little trip. Oh my gosh, that's heavy. This is going to sit on your counter and it's going to stay there. But if you're a coffee drinker, a regular coffee drinker, and you are doing the coffee grinding, like if you really care about the flavor and you're doing the grinding at home, you're okay with having a coffee grinder on the counter. And especially if it's aesthetically pleasing, which I mean, it depends on your style and what you think. So I'm just unwrapping all the little pieces and I'll kind of share with you what all the pieces are and show you the details. So there's already been reviews on this by bigger coffee people than me, people that actually have more sway in the coffee industry. I'm just, all right, so this is exciting. So first and foremost, here it is. This dial on the front, this huge dial, it's a stepped dial for grinding. So behind here is a huge grinding disc. This is the hopper. It's only for single dose. So this hopper is not meant for you to dump a whole bag of beans in here and leave it there. It's not meant for that. It's meant for you to weigh out the coffee beforehand and pour it in there and start grinding. There's only two things for you to do. You set the grind setting and you push the start button. And it has, what's really cool about this, it has an auto stop. So I forget what the sensor, but there's a sensor in here that as soon as it senses no more tension, no more resistance, it stops grinding because that tells it that there's no more beans in there. So that's really cool. Right here, this is, you see this on big commercial, hear that little tap. It's called, what's it? Knocker. So by doing this, so almost always you see here in the, here, can you see that? It's hard. But where the coffee comes out, there's always going to be some that kind of sits there. So what this does is it's just a spring-loaded piece of metal. It's metal. It's not plastic. All of this is metal. This is probably not quite metal, but it's sturdy. It vibrates it and it causes any excess coffee grounds that got stuck up there to kind of knock out. So the idea behind this is when you weigh, let's just say you're weighing, so for me, every morning I'm brewing a full pot of coffee for my wife and myself, and I weigh out 76 grams. Sometimes it's a little less depending on the coffee, or sometimes a little bit more. based off of coffee and what it needs, but I'm weighing out 76 grams and then I'm grinding it. So the idea, but with, for example, my Cuisinart, whenever I like clean it out and clean it completely out, and I do the first grind on it, first couple grinds on it, if I put 76 grams in there, I'm probably only going to get uh, I'm probably only going to get like 73 grams out, 74. Like that holds back like a couple, 1 to 2 grams of coffee. And I know that doesn't seem like a lot, but if you're getting into coffee brewing and you recognize like that adds up, plus that means that that's staying up there. So the next time you grind coffee, you're going to, the first couple of grams is going to be old coffee that was ground the day before or whenever last time you ground the coffee. So that's not the best thing. So this has like a great, like, I forget what it's called, like grind through. So you don't have like extra coffee staying behind. This is the catch bin. So this is where the coffee, and you can even use it to measure out. So the idea is they did this thing. So if you're doing 1 cup, 2 cups, 3 cups, 4 cups, and you don't have a scale, the idea is that you can just fill up to that point and then dump that in the grinder, and that should be enough. You also see it has these little wings inside. So the idea behind that is like when you grind the coffee, you shake it, and you can just pour it on out, and it doesn't, it like gets into the basket. You don't have to worry about like going over. This is the top portion that goes on here, and the idea is that this allows only the coffee. It goes right up to. Here, let me bring this down, and I will. Well, this is not going to work as well. See, I need to get a professional setup of some sort. Maybe I do. That might come up. So the idea, see, yeah, this is me trying to figure out how to do this. I'm not a professional at this. It gets up here. There's no gap. Like you literally see, you know what you can do? You see that? There's like no gap between there. They like the machinery on this, like that means when the coffee comes through and it goes in here, it's not going to spread all over the place. You're not going to get it all over your counter. And then it has like a little lip, so when you like you tap it and shake it, it's not going to necessarily come popping out like and with static and all that. And I think this is meant to help reduce static. I will be definitely doing like a live, maybe not live, but I'll definitely record it in action. But this is just the unboxing. So that's like, oh, the other thing is down here in the base, that is a magnet. So you never have to line it up. It goes right there. It lines right up by itself. This thing is heavy. It also is really easy for cleaning. The idea is that you can clean this very easily, like for maintenance. So this front plate pops off and there's 4 screws, and you unscrew that and pull this out, and you see the large diameter of the grinding plate. I mean, it comes with a little brush. That's kind of big. What I like about this is like some of the greatest things are simple. They don't need a bunch of extra things. A little brush to kind of like you get a little bit of static. You get a little stuff to brush it off. That's fun. That's nice. It's obviously branded with Fellow. So yeah, this is exciting. So I always have people ask me, like, and they always, like, first they ask there's a lot of questions, but usually one of the first questions I get asked is, how do you get better coffee at home? And I ask them, do you have a grinder? Do you grind your coffee yourself? If not, that's the first step, because grinding your own coffee beforehand improves the quality of the coffee you're getting dramatically. Also, I mean, I guess there's where are you getting, and then like the freshness of the coffee. Do you know how freshly it was roasted? Does it have a roast on date, or does it have like good buy date? If it has a good buy date, most likely that's probably already old and it's not good. if it has a roast on date, you want to be having coffee that's within the last month. I think for if you're just getting into it and it's a little bit older, that's not that big of a deal. But once you start getting into it, coffee freshness, like you really want a coffee between 1 week and 3 to 4 weeks. And I've actually had certain coffees that actually are aged a little bit better. So some are a little bit better towards 3 to 4 weeks. Some are better towards 1 to 2 weeks. So it's all a matter of like maybe your roaster would be able to tell you. I can tell you with mine. Anyways, and usually lighter roast tend to be good for a little bit longer than darker roast. That's a generality, not necessarily. Oh, I forgot to show you on the top. This was a really cool thing. See, I don't know if you can see. So they do the grind settings on, so basic, the numbers on here. So coarseness, fine, the fineness Prisma, cupping, AeroPress, pour over, electric coffee maker, French press, cold brew. And so, and it's kind of the guideline. And so it's not like do this one, it's like within this range. And if you go outside of it, it just depends on the coffee and your setup, like what you like. But that's great. This is, I mean, that's all there is. You have a plug, this, that's all you need. I'm really excited about trying this. I got this when I got home last night, it was there. I really wanted to open it up last night and use it this morning, but I thought this would be cool just to do an unboxing and all this. So a couple of things I will do. I will end up grinding some coffee with it, maybe doing a pour over here in my office before I go to roast coffee today. I will also do side-by-side comparisons between this and my Cuisinart. So yeah, I'm like, it's always about like getting the what's best for you and your setup and your budget. This is not cheap. When I backed it, like I was the super early bird and it was still like $200. I think it's a $300 now. You can pre-order it. And I think it's $300. I need to double check, like $299. So it's pricey. It's expensive for a coffee grinder. And it doesn't do espresso. The other thing I noticed is like they talk about this is for brewed coffee, pour overs and brewed coffee. It's not meant for espresso. So if you're looking for something that does for espresso, that's not what this is for. But what was I going to say? Yeah, it's pricey. And my Cuisinart, I've had that one it was gifted to me by a good friend of mine, one of my best friends, and he gifted it to me like I think one Christmas or a birthday. And that was before I started roasting my own coffee. That was way back when, and it was and it did what like I wasn't as quote unquote snobby as I am now. And you know what? I kept it and I kept using it because I haven't had the money to spend. And like for this was expensive for me. This was but I got it because I knew that like I keep getting people asking me for recommendations on grinders, and I couldn't like I would tell them about the Cuisinart or I would tell them about the other ones, but I always felt like it still wasn't that great. And for some people that's okay, and I can definitely still say like you know what, that's all right. Recently, I watched a video from Jim on YouTube. He's from the UK. He's a great barista, world champion a little while ago now. But he really knows this stuff, and I love his approach because he takes a very pragmatic approach to coffee. And what he's doing, he actually did a review of like inexpensive burr grinders, and the Cuisinart was in it. My same Cuisinart. It's been around forever, and still like you can still go online and order it. And of all the ones he reviewed, he said the Cuisinart was the best of the ones there for the cheap ones. But however, when he said, are they worth the money, like saving the money? He actually said no. And I will put a link to that later on this one, and in the future videos I'll put links because it just. And he said because is it making your life better? And between how loud they are, like it's really loud. So this is one of the biggest reasons because we're getting up really early. I have three little girls in the morning. My wife, like we're getting like, and when I'm grinding the coffee in the morning, it is so loud. This machine I've heard like with insulation and everything is actually very quiet. So I'm really excited about that. So but the so loud, like my daughters, like whenever I do it, they like, it's loud, like they're trying to like, so I know it's loud. So there's that. Is it really making your life better, or is it just like adding more difficulty? Because it does get a little static. It's hard. You have to. It's not like easy like this is to like pour it out. So let's. But I want to. But it served its purpose. I'm not like against it. Like when it was just me and it was a single guy and I was grinding my coffee, it was fantastic. Not a big deal. So it's already 21 minutes into this video. I'm going to cut it. I know I don't know if I got anybody live to watch. That's fine. I will post this and I'll put links in Facebook, where you can access it through Facebook and Instagram. But most importantly, even more importantly, I'll put links to what I've talked about. For one, links about like to Fellow and the Ode Grinder. Put links to the Cuisinart one. I'll put links to the YouTube channel and video I referenced about giving the reviews for those. And was there another link I said? That's it right now. Thank you so much. And yep, I'm looking forward to trying this and showing you more information about it. Bye.